Why ships can't move without insurance. The Strait of Hormuz crises. Over the past few weeks, the world has watched tensions escalate in the Middle East. Most of the headlines focused on politics, military strategy, and the risk of conflict. But something equally important was happening quietly in the background. Global shipping began to slow. Not because ships were damaged, not because ports were closed, but because insurance coverage became uncertain. And when that happens, ships can't move. Today I want to explain why. The Strait of Hormuz, the world's most important choke point. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most critical shipping lanes on Earth. Roughly 20% of the world's oil passes through this narrow corridor between Iran and Oman. Tankers carry crude oil, liquefied natural gas, and cargo vessels from around the world depend on this route. When geopolitical tensions rise in the region, shipping companies immediately reassess risk. And one of the first industries to respond is the insurance industry. Because without insurance coverage, ships cannot legally operate in high-risk waters. Why ships can't move without insurance? Every commercial vessel typically carries three major forms of insurance: protection and indemnity, P&I. This covers liability risks such as crew injury, environmental damage, and third-party claims. Hull and machinery insurance. This covers physical damage to the ship itself. And finally, war risk insurance. War risk policies cover events such as missile or drone attacks, naval mines, piracy or hijacking, and other hostile actions in conflict zones. When geopolitical risk increases, war risk underwriters reassess whether they are willing to cover vessels operating in that region. If insurers withdrew coverage or dramatically increased premiums, ships may no longer be able to enter those waters. Ports may refuse entry. Charterers may cancel contracts. Banks may refuse to finance the voyage. In other words, without insurance, shipping stops. The insurance shock. When tensions escalate in strategic waterways like the Strait of Hormuz, insurers respond quickly. War risk premiums can increase dramatically. Underwriters may withdraw high-risk zones and require additional surcharges before a vessel can enter the area. In some cases, coverage may be suspended entirely until the situation stabilizes. When that happens, shipping companies face a difficult decision: either absorb the higher insurance costs or reroute vessels thousands of miles around alternative routes. Both options increase the cost of global trade. The global impact. When shipping slows in a region like the Strait of Hormuz, the ripple effects spread quickly. Energy markets react. Freight costs rise. Supply chain experience delays, and those costs eventually reach everyday consumers. Fuel prices increase. Consumer goods take longer to arrive. Manufacturers experience disruptions, all triggered by one critical factor: insurance availability. How this connects to adjusters. The story isn't just about ships and geopolitics. It's also about claims. Marine and energy adjusters become involved when incidents occur in high-risk regions. These claims may involve vessel damage, cargo losses, pollution events, piracy incidents, business interruption, or complex supply chain disruptions. Political risk insurers, marine surveyors, defense counsel, and adjusters all play a role in resolving these losses. It's the same principles that apply to everyday claims, just operating on a global scale. Why this matters? Most people think of insurance in terms of car accidents or property losses, but insurance also underpins global commerce. It allows ships to move safely through dangerous waters. It allows energy markets to function, and it provides the financial framework that keeps global trade moving. Without insurance, the modern economy simply cannot operate. The big takeaway: insurance isn't just a financial product. It's a permission structure that allows the world to function. When coverage disappears, global movement slows, sometimes overnight. And that's why this profession matters. That's why understanding risk matters. And that's why the work adjusters do is so important. I'm Sal Espinoza, and thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and follow me for more content like this, youtube.com/@AdjustersAcademy.